So we're back with another review and thoughts. This one I saw a trailer for and I was sorta not really that much interested in it. It was kinda interesting in terms of, oh, it's a different take on Frankenstein a bit, where it's basically a little person as Frankenstein, but not evil at all. Well, he's not he wasn't really evil in the original movies, but if anything, misunderstood and mobbed, um, which made him be the way he was. This one, where it's sort of like that, but of course, it's modern, so, you know, it's basically, um, oh, I found this weird looking little person in my attic, and my neighbor, hot girl across the street, is gonna help me keep him safe from my mom's abuse. Well, sort of verbally abusive boyfriend and his weird, creepy, come catch your mustache friend. And also, we have a subplot where another guy who I thought was like the creator or whatever of the Frankenstein baby little person, but he's really the grandson, I believe, of the creator. So he's after him. I didn't understand the whole. So anyway, that's the plot. It's basically a guy and a girl. They're trying to keep this baby Frankenstein safe from, different threats, mainly the mom's weird boyfriend, who at one point looks or just comes in the bathroom and literally, corners the son, even though he's in the shower and naked. And he's supposed to be like a teenager, so that's a huge red flag. But the mom early on is like, "Oh, he's just, you'll get used to him." Like she seems like one of those moms that are like, she doesn't like see the bad side of the boyfriend much, so it's like, as long as he's not really hitting them, it's okay. Or saying that much mean things to my son is fine. But I mean, later on, she does stand up to the guy and kicks him out. It was like, I didn't really care much about her character much. I mean, granted, we get to know, oh, the dad cheated on her, and also right off the acting in this is just fine. The annoying, stepdad or whatever he's supposed to be, boyfriend, I didn't care for him. Like, his acting was too over the top, like, too silly, almost cartoony, like, is that exaggerated. One point he kidnaps the mom, and then they keep calling the baby Frankenstein Chupacabra. Like, for what? Oh, because they don't know what he is, but even though, I mean, he can sort of, he's basically a little person, but, don't want to really, or a dwarf, but, you know, and then like early on they chase after him, and then the girl crosses the kid that, I forget the guy's name, the lead guy, if I can get it. What is his name? Wow, I don't even know which. I forget. I want to say Davin, or I mean on. No. Okay, so I forget the lead guy's name, but anyway. Oh, Lance. Okay, it's Lance. It's right here on IMDb, and okay. This movie gets a 3.9 on IMDb. I mean, it's not a horror movie. If anything, it's more of a bad there's like there's humor in it, but it's not really good humor. At least to me, it's a drama, somewhat. A family movie. I mean, is it? This shouldn't even. Is this even a rated R movie? Like it doesn't even say what the rating is on here. I would be surprised if it is a rated R movie because I'm like, why? Because I mean, they don't really. There's no nudity in it. There's no gore. We don't see him. We don't see the baby Frankenstein kill anybody. I mean, uh, this is a good comparison. Harry and the Hendersons. It's a very poor man's Harry and the Hendersons. I would say that because I love Harry and the Hendersons, and this is sort of trying to be that, except this one a baby Frankenstein. I mean, I would have liked it if we saw like a darker tone more in spots, like maybe uh he sees like violence at somebody violent. Or if anything, he should try to kill the abusive verbally boyfriend of the mom. Because at the end he like pulls a gun on everybody and was like I would have liked if he I don't know the baby Frankenstein like snaps and tries to kill the guy, but nope, we don't get that. It's just him running away and they're trying to keep him safe. And pretty much it ends where I guess the suit man who was after the baby Frankenstein, I guess he's gonna pretty much experiment on him, maybe. I guess. Um, and because he puts him in the trunk at one point, and then everybody else is like, "Oh, we're gonna keep him, and so he'll be safe with us." Even though, like, I mean, the acting in this is fine from everybody, again, except for the guy who plays the goofy, odd boyfriend of the mom. Um, Also, the neighbor guy next door, he's sort of odd. I thought it was funny where he hypes up the fact like, oh, 'cause it's Halloween and I put on good how I put good I throw the best Halloween party, and then we get to his house and nobody shows up at all at his house except the mom. I think he only did that like to get her over there because he had like the hots for her early on, so it's like I mean I don't blame him because she is kind of cute, but yeah, like I don't see if this is rated R. I like to know why because there's no if there's only CGI small blood of the boyfriend uh in the nose. He's bleeding from the nose. That's it. Like I guess maybe um maybe they said like the F word maybe. There's some F words and they cuss in PG-13 movies and they still get PG-13. So it's like I don't see how this is a rated R movie, but if it is, like that's dumb because that's not even. It's not again. It's not scary at all. This is almost if you can make this into like a short film or a episode like Goosebumps or something, or Are You Afraid of the Dark or something. Because it's a harmless movie at the end of the day. It's really low budget. I mean, the look of the baby Frankenstein, the prosthetic makeup is decent. Um, but I mean, I sort of liked the fact that they're um, the the girl and Lance they're forming a bond with him, and they do try to sort of teach him stuff, but not really. They just really go through motions and stuff. Oh, we're gonna keep him safe and try to keep him hidden. Let him go out in public. I mean, I guess mainly because it's Halloween, so I figure it, it was fun. And then even they go to a bowling alley because she works at a bowling alley. She makes a big deal of her boss. Oh, we can't really we shouldn't even be here really because my boss is very strict or whatever she said. And then like, but even the boss was like kind of nice, so he's like a cool guy because he's not even afraid of the baby Frankenstein. Um, we don't really never know much of his backstory except that like he's basically a prototype for mankind, and that's kind of it. But I'm like, uh, first of all, he's you, whatever. I didn't understand the whole this guy Lance, the teen kid. He goes up into the attic, and he has to break the lock off the door. He goes up there, and then he finds uh, the newspapers of the prototype, and then he sees the baby Frankenstein, and then like he activates him somehow and awakes him, just standing there. So I'm like, I didn't understand like the guy that is after, like his assistant like tells him it's been activated, and then like he turns like very dramatically as if he's like Mr. Smith from the Matrix. I don't know, like this movie. Again, I didn't hate it, but it's. I mean, I was sort of engaged, somewhat. Like I wasn't bored much. I guess maybe because I liked somewhat of the characters. And we don't really know much about the girl Truth, the love interest. I liked her acting, but like she was kind of just one note. Like she was basically just there, like to call him baby the whole time. Um, we didn't really know much about her. I can't remember if the neighbor even specified like what she was about. And we don't ever get to see her household or what her life is like, or she never talks about what she goes through or anything like that. So she's not much of a character really. At least with the like Lance, at least we know like some of him. Um, we know about the neighbor, of course. That's funny. Like the neighbor who isn't really much of a character, he gets some backstory about his wife cheating on him with a chiropractor. But the love interest, we don't really know much about her, and she never talks about her life, even though when they're at the uh, ballpark or whatever, and they're watching the baby Frankenstein play with the ball. They're talking at one point, and she never like mentions like her life or how things are going at home or anything. Like she's like, I'd rather just not talk about or think about what's going on right now or think about what's going on or something. So yeah, overall, I didn't mind this one. I wouldn't say it's a underdog or anything like that or a hidden gem, but it was a okay take on Frankenstein. Again, I wish it was a bit darker in some scenes. It would have been cool if, like, again, like he had a darker, maybe a darker side of him or something, or like I don't know how to even explain it. It should have been like a bit more dark tone in some cases, anyway. But overall, I didn't mind the movie. If you like this review, please or video, please give it a like and hit that notification bell when you know I'll drop more videos. Peace and love. Thanks for watching. Take care.